I'm just going to go with YouTube now,
Mm-hmm.
as you mentioned that. And then here you can choose the way you want to find influencers. So the first way my customers talks about is searching by any specific topic, right? So if you said you want an influencer who's followed by moms, I would probably go with something like motherhood or parenting
Mm-hmm.
or anything like that,
Okay.
which will give me a list of YouTube influencers who are talking about motherhood, right?
Yeah.
So here you see there are almost 12,000 profiles, and you don't need this much. So in order to narrow down this targeting, first thing, you can import your existing list of creators and just toggle this exclude saved, which will exclude the influencers you already have.
Okay.
And then the next step is you go to filters, and this is where you're building your ideal influencer persona.
Yeah.
So you can just go with, let's just try something out. Let's go, oh, you actually said a smaller one. So let's go with nano influencers. Let's do location United States. You can do location by city, state, or a country. So it doesn't have
For
to
now,
be
no
United.
need. For now, no need. Any city in the
Okay.
United States is okay. Like I can
Right.
say that it would be like California or it would be Florida, but like for
Yeah.
now, it doesn't matter.
Right. You can also do the audience location. So let's say I want all influencers who are talking about motherhood on YouTube and have, I don't know, let's say 50% of their audience based in the United States. So you can also filter for their
Okay.
audience.
Yeah.
And then you have the engagement rate. The engagement rate is basically what you're talking about. So the engagement rate is how many of their followers, percentage wise, are liking and commenting on their posts.
Okay.
So we usually say 2%, 3% is usually a good engagement rate. There's no
Okay.
influencer that has, I don't know, higher than 5%. It's
Yeah.
very rare to find them.
Yeah.
So play
Right.
around this, see what works for you best. And then email, exist or not. You can choose if all of the influencers should have an email address or not, only because you have an option to DM them from SARAL as well, to send them a direct message. And then gender, you said female, so let's go with that. And then here you can filter by their activity, which means that when they post it, are they posting on a monthly basis, on 2 months, every
Okay.
3 months? So you can filter that. Search in bio. This means that if I toggle this, I'm gonna end up with influencers who has motherhood keyword inside their bio.
Okay.
So
No
that
need.
all right. So that can narrow down the targeting even more. And
Oh,
then
I mean there's no need like to search a
Oh.
keyword in bio. Yeah.
All right. Average video views, you can do this as well.
Okay.
So how many views they have on the videos, and then influencer slash audience age.
Okay.
So you said something around
Like we
30.
can do it like 25 to 45. I don't know. 25 to 50 maybe. Yes.
Let's do 50. Yeah, we're just testing out, so it really
Yeah.
doesn't matter what we do. You're gonna play around the tool after the call. I'll send you an access to your free trial, so you
Yeah.
can play around yourself.
Yeah.
But you see, with all these filters, we ended up with only 48 creators. So that's why I said, play
I
around.
guess the
Maybe
problem is in engagement. So if you will
Exactly.
make, let's try engagement like 2%. So what differs?
Let's see that. Where is it? Here it is. 2%. Yep, 96. But there's also followers here.
Yeah.
There's also age. So play around it, see what you come
Okay.
up with.
Yeah.
But your next step is once you have this list, once you filter it out, you have to click on this profile icon, which will redirect you to their YouTube channel in this case, and you see motherhood, lifestyle, wellness. So this is
Okay.
that. This is an influencer talking about that specific subject. So you have to check them out, see if they work for you. Just open a few profiles, and then okay, and then if you like them, select them from here, add to a list, and then you just create a new list and add the influencers in the list. So you kind of save them, and then you can reach out to them. So that's the first way. The second way is works only on Instagram, and it gives you an option to find influencers who are talking about a specific brand. So let's say, I don't know, if your competitor is Gymshark, for example, you can type in their name and you'll get a list of influencers who are talking about them. in 90% of the cases, those influencers work with them.
Okay.
So you can kind of like steal the competitor influencers, if that
Okay.
makes sense. And then lastly, my customers follow the account. This is to find similars. So let's say you work with Ashley's busy life and she brings great results. Now you want to find more influencers like her. Just take her ID, go here, take her username, and once the platform finds her, click on it, and it will generate a list of influencers who are doing similar content to her. And then again, from here, you go, you check them out,
Okay.
see if
Yeah,
they work
okay.
with you, do the filtering and all that. But this is, in a nutshell, how you find them. The next step is lists. So here, this is where you store
Okay,
the info.
so just a clarifying question. So after like I have this list, so I'm like I have to communicate with them through your platform or through email or how it works. So for example, how works like what are the main points which I want for her to like to do for me, or like how the business model operates?
Yeah, makes sense. I'll get there. It's a next step after this one.
Okay.
But yeah, from here, firstly, we have to save them to a list. Once you save them to a list, this is how a list looks like. So you can simply select all of them from here and click on send emails, find your email copies, and just select in which email sequence you want to put them in. So that's pretty much how it is. I'll show you how to make email sequences. And then also here from list, you can connect your Shopify store with SARAL. And from SARAL, you can ship free products, generate discount code, affiliate links, and update commission tiers. So all these Shopify features, you'll have them on SARAL. So you don't have to, have another tab open with your Shopify store. You can do everything from here.
Okay.
And then next is, this will probably answer your question. So this is where you're building your email campaign. It's pretty much automated. So on the top, you can see the basic stats, like how many of them opened the email, responded, all this. And then here on the left, you're building the emails. So this is the first email copy. This is your pitch. And then this is the first follow-up, the second follow-up, and you're just adding as much as you want. And then you have to put these delays here, which will trigger the automation. So let's assume you send out emails to 50 influencers, 40 of them haven't responded in the first 3 days. They automatically gonna get the second email.
Okay.
And then if they don't respond in 4 days, they're gonna get the third email. So on and so forth until they respond. Also here under view templates, you can check some of our templates. I would suggest, because you're sending free products, you can check, where is it? Yeah, giveaway. You can check gifting, you can check seeding. All these three are campaigns for sending out free products. And there's also UGC campaign here. So you can check these in case, I don't know, you don't have the time to write the emails, right?
Okay.
Check this. If this works for you, just change the everything in caps with your own information, and feel free to use our templates.
Yeah.
Okay, then you go down, put the schedule, save and preview, and the emails will start running.
Okay.
Then lastly, we have relationships. So here, this is your pipeline, right? So what happens here is it's semi-automated, which means that whenever you add someone to a list, they would automatically show here. And then whenever you reach out to them, they automatically move to this column.
Okay. Like
Whenever
a
they
Kanban.
Sorry?
Like a Kanban tool.
Exactly, yes. So when they respond, they move here. And then depending how the conversation goes, you'll have to manually just move them here or here.
Okay. So I'm doing like those process manually, or it's operating like automatically or semi-automatically?
It's semi-automated, which means that these three stages are automated. So whenever you reach out, whenever you add them to a list, they automatically show here.
Okay.
Whenever you reach out, they automatically move here.
Okay.
Whenever they respond, they automatically move here.
Okay.
And then you'll have to manually move them to onboarded or rejected. That really depends on your conversation with them.
Okay. Great. Makes sense.
Yeah. Also here, you can filter for any list. So I highly suggest to name the lists by either the type of campaigns you're running or the type of product you're trying to pitch to them, or the type of the influencers you're reaching out. So you see, this is an actual brand account, and they're naming the list by weeks. So
Okay.
if they want to see the pipeline for the week 26, just click on it. Here's the pipeline of the influencers they reached out on the week 26.
Got it.
So that's that. Then before I move on to applications, just wanted to clarify if you have any additional questions.
No, not yet.
Right. Okay, let me ask you this. Have you ever got any influencers reach out to you via email or DM that they want to work with you?
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So what you can do from this application tab, to avoid, getting lots of DMs and emails, because I know it's really hard, to find all of them and respond. You can create an application page like this. So you can add a highlight picture of your product. You can add your logo here, and then you go next. Here you can describe your influencer program, basically. So what do they get from you? Why do you want to work with them? All this. And then when you go next, here you can ask for, you're building an influencer application form. So you can ask them for the personal information, social media links. You can add unlimited amount of questions. And this one is pretty cool. Here you can list your all of your products that you are sending for free to them for them to promote. And then once they choose the product while applying for to work with you, if you approve the application, an automated order will be created on the back end of your Shopify store.
Okay.
So you don't have to do
works
it, man.
smart. Yeah.
And then obviously you'll need the address, the payment method, all the other info here. And then you just simply go back, view sharing options. You take this link, you add it under your social media accounts. And then if you want to add this on your website as well, just get back to me. I'll send you the instructions. It's pretty simple plugin. So what happens afterwards is once they start applying, you're going to see all these applications here. You can see which location they're applying from, and then just click view, check out the application, and then decide if you want to approve or reject.
Okay.
What happens here, I just have to go back to Relationship Manager, because once you approve an application, the influencer will be shown here under onboarded. Once you reject an application, they will be here.
Okay.
So that's why I said that it's semi-automated. Then next, we have the performance tab. This tab shows you the metric on of the influencer performance against your Shopify store. So once you start sending the discount codes or affiliate links, whenever customers start using those, you can see the unique visitors on your Shopify store, the ROAS, the revenue, the seeding cost. Seeding cost is basically the cost of the products you send out for free. New customers, cost per sale. And here you can see your top performer influencers. So you can see that this guy is the best performing influencer for this brand. He brought 114 new customers and $5,000 in revenue. So you see all this. And then again, you can filter by any specific list.
Yeah.
And you can filter by any specific time range.
Okay.
So that's that. And social listening, this feature is pretty much same as the performance tab, but it's not focused on Shopify. It's focused on tracking the performance of the posts. So when you create a new campaign here, you add the name and starting date, you click continue. Under creators, it will ask you which lists you want to link. And then under hashtags, it will ask you which hashtags and keywords you want to monitor.
Okay.
So once you set that up, this is how the campaign looks like. And here you can see the total posts, impressions, content value, likes, comments, all this. When you click on content, you can see the actual posts. So whenever they mention you in a post, you can see it here. You can even request usage rights. Let's say you need this post for the 30 days to use it on ads. I don't know, you want it for free. Type in a message here, click this, and it will send them an email that you're requesting this post. What happens afterwards, if they approve that, you can simply download the post by clicking on this button. And then here under usage rights, you can monitor the status of your requests to see if they approved the post or not.
Okay.
And then here you can filter by lots of different things. So first you can filter by platform. So let's say I want to just see Instagram posts. Here you can filter by type of post. So post, reel, or stories. Actually, type of content, yeah. Then under all time, you can filter obviously the time range. And then under filters, this is pretty cool. These are new filters that we added here last week. The first one is filter by email campaign. This is pretty good if you're reaching out to influencers to get them to make posts for you, because you'll know which email campaign performs the best, which email campaign brings you more posts. Do that, and then again you can filter by your influencer list here. Lastly, we have payments. So tell me, since you're guys in Ukraine, are you using PayPal or some other
No,
payment service provider?
just internal like banking system.
Okay, so with PayPal, it will be everything easier because you can just select these influencers, click on manual bulk pay, and send the payments out.
Okay.
But with the system that you guys are using,
We have a
you just
PayPal, so we have a PayPal system like connected to Shopify, so we are using PayPal.
Oh, okay. So you can connect PayPal with SARAL as well.
Okay.
And then you can just select all the influencers you want to pay, click on manual bulk pay, and the payments will be sent out right away.
Okay. So, and like after that, for example, I firstly pay, then they like create a content, or how it works? What's the model?
Well, that depends on your business, but I would suggest that the best strategy is to start like this. So let me just get back to our screen so I can see you. Okay, so I would suggest the best strategy to start off with gifting. If you have the capacity to send free products to them so they can promote you, that's great. Start off with that. Let's say you send 100 free products to 100 influencers. Out of those 100, you're going to start working with, I don't know, 15. And out of those 15, you're probably going to have top 5. So once you have the top 5 in the first month, let's say, then you promote these 5 into your affiliates. So right now, they don't work for a free product. They work for a percentage of the total sales that they're bringing, right? Okay. So if they brought you, I don't know, $3,000 in sales, you give them, I don't know, 5-10% of that, right?
Okay.
After you have the top 5 working like that with percentages, then you can promote them saying, okay, I'm going to give you $500 for a post, because you're already going to have money, and then you can kind of like pay for posts or wherever you want.
Makes sense. Yeah, sounds smart.
Yeah, so this is a strategy I would suggest, but again, it depends on you and the nature of the business, what will work best for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, sounds great. So,
right, Alexander, what?
Jim, was nice to talk to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I believe you have the
Likewise,
next meeting, so let's keep in touch, and just tell me like what do I need to start.
I'll send you, after this call, I'll send you an email with walkthrough video in case you have to remind yourself about anything we discussed. I'll send you some case studies so you can check how our clients are performing.
I actually don't need that. I just like I wanna like I remember all you said. So for example, if I wanna start, do I have some trial period or something like that?
Yes, that was the last thing I wanted to say. So just let me explain how the trial works. So after the call, I send you an access to a free trial. You log in, you make your account, right? With the same account, everyone in your team can be logged in the same time with your account, so you can simultaneously test out the tool. You'll have unlimited access to all the features. So play around the tool for the first 7 days. On the top of the platform, you'll have an option to book a strategy session. I advise you to book that just before the trial expires on day 6 or day 7. So you can hop on another call with me and someone from our strategy team, and we can discuss feedback, right? Like maybe you're going to end up with, I don't know, not finding that good influencers. Maybe you won't see good results. So let's discuss that on the strategy call. And then we'll extend your trial for additional 7 days. So in
Okay.
total, you have 14 days of free trial, and in the middle of that, you have a strategy
Okay,
call
and
to
after
discuss
that?
feedback.
And after that?
And after that, you pretty much decide if you want to move forward with the platform or not. Because we don't do contracts,
I
we don't
mean,
do things
what's
like
the
that.
price to work with the platform after 14 days?
It depends on the scale. So it really depends on how we price on how many influencers you want to save and reach out to. So it
Uh-huh.
really depends on that.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah,
So
okay. So there's
play
like
around
no
with
fixed price.
exactly no fixed price. It depends on the scale, on the number of influencers you want to reach out to. So play around the tool, see if it works for you. If you decide to move forward, just purchase. It's like a Netflix subscription, you know. So you basically pay for it, and until you cancel it, it refreshes every month.
Yeah, I understand, but I do need to understand what the percentage you take. So what's the
Uh,
amount and how you calculate the amount which you take?
okay, so let me show you that. Let me just share my screen again. Okay. Right, I shared the full screen. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, so you see this little credit icon here?
Yeah.
So this is basically what you get. You get credits every month, depends on the scale. We charge credits whenever you save someone to a list. So let's say you want to save these 3. When you click add to a list, you see it will charge you 3 credits. And this
Uh-huh.
is the only thing we charge for. So
Okay.
now the pricing depends on that. The smaller,
So no matter what the result would be
yeah,
so anyway you charge.
exactly. Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. So even if I have no answer, even if I like have like so, and at some point they will just like going away, so no matter you charge for that. Okay.
Exactly, and that's because we don't guarantee results, right? We give you a platform where you can basically start your influencer marketing program. The results depend on how good of the influencers you find, like what keywords you use to find them, the filtering, the
Uh-huh.
email messages, and all that. But what we do offer is a strategy team who
Yeah,
will be
yeah,
available
yeah.
to
Got
you
it.
24/7 to help you out, get there.
Okay. Got it. And what's the price for this like coins? I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So the price starts off at $500 a month
Uh-huh.
for 300 credits,
Uh-huh.
and then obviously if you go with more credits, the price per credit is lower.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so $500 for 300 coins.
Exactly.
So if
Yes.
I want to send 300 email, it will cost me like $400, $500.
Exactly. And then on top of that, I mean, it's not exactly. Okay. So when you save influencers from our discovery, right? Then
Uh-huh.
you can email them, and then of course by that logic it will cost you $500 to send 300 emails. But if you have your existing list and you want to reach out to them, you can import them from here,
Uh-huh.
and we won't charge you any credits for that
Uh-huh.
because it's your own list, and you can email them like that. And let me show you something else. We also have an extension
Uh-huh.
which allows you to save these influencers and not get charged any credits,
Uh-huh.
because we don't charge for this because it's a manual process. And like, why would I charge you if you manually are saving influencers? If you have the time to save them manually, just do that. But let's assume you're on YouTube, you saw this one, you want to work with them. Click on the extension. It will take 5 to 10 seconds to analyze the profile, and it will give you an option to save her to add her to a list without getting charged any credits.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, got it. Yeah, let's try. So that's also important, like what you mentioned now.
Yep, I know. So test it out, see if it works for you.
Yeah,
And
great.
also, let me just mention that once you're inside the tool, here on the homepage, you'll see this guy. This is our founder.
Uh-huh.
He put up pretty cool tutorial videos on how to get you started. And after watching every of these videos, you can earn some credits. So you see, this one gives you 10, but this one gives you
Okay.
50.
Okay.
This one gives you 85. So if you watch all of them, you're gonna end up with 250 credits for free,
Okay.
where you can test them out on the free trial.
Okay. Yeah. Got it. Smart.
Yeah, so make sure to do that.
Okay.
And then, let's
Yeah.
connect a week after you're
Yeah.
on the trial, so
Okay.
we can discuss feedback and move forward.
Right. See you.
All right, Alexander, thank you very much for your
Yes.
time, man.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.